can. Hello, happy Saturday to you. It is another beautiful day here in Mexico. We have somebody else doing our work for us today, which is always nice. Yard work.
Yeah.
Because if you come to our house, our yard usually is kind of a little on the messy side, but the guy who cleans it always does an amazing job. And he's like, just pay me what you want. I mean,
and he was gone. He was gone for 3 months. He went to Michoacan.
Yeah, which I told him we're heading there for a wedding here in next week, I believe, right?
Next Monday, in a week. Yeah, week in a few days.
So we are excited to be
Good
going
morning,
there.
Julie.
Hello,
Julie,
Marie.
happy birthday.
Wow.
It was yesterday, I believe. And Jeff, good morning. And Marie, good morning.
Hello
Wow.
to everybody here.
Much later in the day than normal.
Yeah, but this is a Saturday. It's a fun day.
And I did have my Spanish lesson, so I've been up for a long time.
She woke me up today. In our bathroom, we've got 3 lights. We've got one that's over the mirror, and the mirror is huge. And that one goes directly in your eyeballs if you're facing that way. And it's kind of like it's 4 times 100-watt equivalent. So like 400 watts. And it's 400 watts that goes right in your flipping eyes. And I'm like, why'd you wake me up? So and then I'm like, and I look, it's 8:40. And we went to bed pretty late last night. We were watching YouTube, which kind of is fun to watch YouTube because you can get anything you want. And we watched The Impractical Jokers. So
oh my gosh.
If they're on True TV, there was one scene that Christie and we both could not stop laughing.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched it, but it's 4 friends that have been friends forever. And they do really, really stupid stuff. Like sometimes it's so ridiculous it's not even funny. Well, yesterday one of the things is they put one of the guys in the trunk of a car.
It was a punishment because you do have to do punishments on the show.
If you can't, so it's a game like a game
every day,
and they have to earn points. And if you lose at the end of the day, there's a punishment of some sort the next session or whatever. However they do it. So his punishment was to be put in the trunk of this car. Well, he's a little bit
At an airport,
in a rental car. He's a little bit claustrophobic, et cetera, So,
yeah,
not like Jackass stuff, but not as dramatic as Jackass stuff, but just stupid. Anyway, so he gets locked in his car and he's panicking because he's scared of the dark. He's claustrophobic. Blah blah blah.
This chick is hitting bumps and everything, and he's like hitting his head on the top, and he's like.
And of course, it's all planned. Like lots of it's planned. There are obviously other actors involved. So this woman was part of it. So she gets out of the car. She has to go put something in her trunk. She sees him. He's like, oh, she's coming. What do I do? What do I do? Because he's talking to his buddies because they've all got earphones. And I'm sorry.
She had groceries, so she's hitting him with cabbage and
she's chucking food at him and hitting him with a loaf of bread.
And she's like, I don't know you. I'm calling the cops. I don't know you.
Stay right there. And he runs away and she's chasing him.
We were both laughing so hard we could not breathe. It was so funny.
My goodness. It was late, so that helped.
So True.tv.
So good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Jolene.
So True.tv on YouTube. If you want to watch that, same guys that do the Carbonaro Effect, which is another show I like. And they only do like 2 to 6 minute segments of that. But, you can get the longer segments of episodes. And I love those. I really do. And it's always fun to laugh, especially today in this world that we live in. So now we live in Mexico. We can laugh. We can be warm. We can be sunny. We can be tanned. It's all good. So why the heck are you not here right now? Unless you are here, then why are you watching this and not outside? Because it is beautiful. So our electricity consumption has gone down considerably just because we haven't been using air conditioning. So now we're starting to save a crap ton of electricity in our meter.
It would be nice if there was a way to store it.
Yeah. We have now 2,500 kilowatt hours banked by our electricity company because we have reverse metering. So during the day when the sun is out, solar panels, the meter goes backwards. And then at nighttime, it goes forwards again. And the object is to keep it going more backwards than forwards. And we've done that quite well. I think we're going to be able to even have, when we do that 3-plex in the pool, I think we're probably even going to be able to cover that. But not only that, because we have 1, 2, 3 street access, we can get multiple meters.
Yeah.
And then it lowers, because the less electricity you use,
Good morning, Debbie.
the lower your bills are.
It's only -15 in Edmonton as a high. You are a lucky man, Jeff.
What? -15? I remember -15.
Yeah, we hated it.
Stuck because I'm working and nervous to go alone, watching because I'm jelly and hoping for exterior pics and video. You know, we can probably do that. Maybe not today, but we will do that very soon because now with our cell phones and able to do this kind of stuff, it's much easier. Working on my yerba mate. So I've been looking a lot into yerba mate. It's supposed to be some kind of, you lose weight when you drink it, and I've been drinking a lot. But I look in the mirror and I still see the weight. So I don't know where it goes if you're supposed to lose it.
What?
Well, they say it's a weight loss drink, but every time I look in the mirror, I see the weight. It's not going anywhere. It is going somewhere. I mean, I've lost 22 pounds in the last 2
Good morning,
weeks.
Keith. Has your brain kind of got back into where it's supposed to be yet after all the conference we watched over the last couple days?
Guys, that conference was flipping amazing. This is all stuff that you have to pay to learn, because if we were with another agency, they don't teach you this, because who wants to teach you how to become
a good
the
agent?
#1 competition in
You're
the bay.
such a tease, John. Christie, whack him for me. I love it. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for asking me to do it.
Thank you. I really
Usually I
appreciate
do
that.
it just because, but
Yeah, when people ask, she
when
loves
people
it.
ask, I can't say no.
So,
Randy,
yeah.
if you're still listening, we're going to have a fire tonight in the backyard. So if you and Shelly want to pop on by, you know where we live.
This will be our third fire in Mexico.
Fire.
Now, when we lived in Canada, we had a fire every single night.
Yeah, we built a fire pit because we liked having fires.
People would come, they'd bring their kids, the kids would play, we'd meet with the adults, we'd sit, roast marshmallows and hot dogs, and it was great. I mean, I loved it. Even in the wintertime, we would have fires. Now, I think we'll have fires until the pool construction begins, just because it's fun.
Thanks for being such good sports. Yeah, it'll be tough because our fire, the little makeshift fire pit that we have, is right pretty much in the middle of where our pool's going to be. So
yeah, that's
fires and
difficult.
pools don't go well together.
No, and we're not going to have space for a fire when the pool is done.
No, so we'll probably do like either a chimenea, or
just a little. It's
or a
thing
gas,
like this,
yeah.
and then you put wood in there and it burns.
Or a gas heater like Tony and Cheryl bought, which we are really contemplating.
Yeah, but we would probably put that upstairs for now.
Lots of wonderful info shared, mind blown. You are right, Keith. It was good. Very good.
Yeah, that conference was so over the top. And it is fascinating to me when we go to these things, they've got anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 people, and they can get us all fed in 30 minutes to 45 minutes. That, you talk about mind being blown. It is amazing to see.
They can get us fed?
Yeah, at these events. You go for lunch, you go for, yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Is that why many have those chimneys?
No.
I think if you're talking about the round thing, that is, what is it called? A cupola. A cupola, and that is to suck out the hot air of the place. So hot air rises.
I tried putting a cupola on John to suck out his hot air, but hasn't worked so far.
So what happens is you've got that roof, the hot air goes up there, they've got windows open, and usually it's kind of like this, so the rain can't get in, but you've got the airflow, or it could be up and down, and then they suck the hot air out. And it's cool because any light breeze sucks the hot air from the roof out, because your windows are usually lower, and you've got these dead zones, and that's why the cupolas exist. It's a couple 100-year-old technology, and it does work.
Yes.
Self-standing clay fireplaces.
She Googled it.
Yeah,
you Googled it, didn't you? Yeah, it is. It's just a little, and they're cute. Like some of them are, they're cute. Anyways, Terry McFarland says, "Hi, kids."
Hello. So this is my third Bodum full, and I really, really like yerba mate. Christie doesn't, and it's funny. She says it's the same taste as mezcal.
This particular one.
Mezcal is smoky, and typically yerba mate is cooked over smoke. So I'm betting that's what it is.
But you spelled chimney the way I pronounce it.
It is chimenea, or chimea. I can't remember.
I think it's...
You're the one who's taking Spanish. Learn the damn word.
No, she spelled chimney the way I pronounce chimney.
Oh, okay. But okay. It'd be chimney, nay, because it's nay.
Nay.
Watch me whip.
No.
Watch me nay.
Hi, Deb. I said hi to Debbie. Hi, Linda. How are you this morning?
Hello, Linda. Hello, Debbie. So what is everybody doing today? I mean, it is the beginning of a perfect day. And one thing I did learn is that when you go to bed at night, before you go, say a prayer. Thank God for all of the good things in your life and find good things to go to bed with. And that's how you go to bed faster.
That's the last thing in your head is something good. Positive.
Then when you wake up, you say, today is going to be a fantastic day. Today's going to be an awesome day. Today will be a good day. Whatever type of day you want, start speaking it first thing. Then don't turn on your phone. Do not look at your emails. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Stay focused. Write a gratitude journal, things you're happy about. People that make you happy, and be in the moment.
Packing for their first trip of 2021, and I think I know where you're going.
Woot! If it's Mexico.
It is.
If it's Regina or Saskatoon or Edmonton, I'm not excited.
So Terry McFarland is laying in bed listening to us. You poor thing. First thing you see in the morning is us. Well, I guess you probably saw your husband first. And then Jeff, almost time for his mid-morning nap. You're not that old, Jeff.
That's kind of true. Williamsburg.
Oh.
I like that.
I thought you guys were coming here.
Williamsburg
but not till later in February.
It's a historic town, I believe. So is it Tennessee or is it Virginia? So Williamsburg, Tennessee,
I have a sparkle. I can see it.
It's from your eye stuff. I know that now. You don't just wake up looking amazing. Oh, I didn't get
kissed by a fairy this morning?
No, but you did get kissed by me. She's not funny. But she does laugh a lot.
I think I'm funny.
So what do you guys want to know about Mexico? You're not telling us what you're doing. It is Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was Virginia or Tennessee.
Next month. So yeah, you guys are coming closer to the end of February, right? Because we're not going to miss you. We'll be back already from our little trip.
Yes.
Our little trip.
I am so excited about that trip because if the butterflies are not stopped because butterflies get COVID, oranges can get COVID, goats get COVID.
No,
if they've not shut down COVID, I'm going.
It's the places themselves that I'm afraid of being shut down, not the butterflies. I'm pretty sure the butterflies don't get COVID. So Julie,
I heard butterflies cough. Oh my gosh, yesterday, this is a true story. There was a little moth about this big and it was flying around Christie and she's like, ah! And then Shay, ah! It's a flipping moth.
And we asked John to kill it and he ignored us.
No, I'm not going to kill a moth.
Why not?
Because that's just wrong.
So Helen Harder-Cran said, done our workout, went for breakfast at Tux, and now getting ready for early plans in PV Old Town. Well, Helen, you guys have a most awesome day.
Yes.
We went to PV a few weeks ago. I want to bring my mom and my daughter and do some antiquing in PV. Okay. There's a couple of shops that
because we do antiquing all the time.
There was a couple of shops that a friend of mine introduced me to, and I would like to show that. Also, Julie Sillers is saying weird real estate question. So here's a question.
I've got a question.
Reading it on my tablet.
What's the weird real estate question?
Is Ejido land subdividable? Don't answer until I'm finished.
Okay.
Are people allowed to fee simple title on it? In Nayarit area, asking for a friend, and can be discussed another time. Okay, we will discuss this further, but the short answer is stay away. Okay, well, it's not legal for a foreigner to own a Ejido.
And also, it's impossible for foreigners to own fee simple.
And yes,
along the restricted zone, which once again is 50 kilometers from the coast, and that's as the crow flies.
Yeah.
100 kilometers from the borders, so that would be 30, 60 miles, 30, 60, or the entire Baja Peninsula. No fee simple for foreigners.
And there are subdivisions going up in your area, and there are being lots offered up for sale. We should have some more information on one that's just a skip and a jump away from us. And she's asking for a Mexican. If a Mexican can own a Hito, but there's still a lot that he has to do if he's not an ejidatario. So there's
Mexicans have protections that foreigners don't.
Right, but they can own fee simple.
Yeah.
And then sell the lots. But I don't know if it's a Hito land if they can sell lots to foreigners, because
no, they can't sell to foreigners unless the Ejido land is regularized.
Yeah.
And there is a process, and there are ways for the Ejido to do some sneaky things to take the damn land back. So you have to be very, very careful in that scenario. We've heard of people in Sayulita who bought stuff, built a house on the property, and then the police come in and say, you got an hour to be gone.
So those stories that you hear of people having their land appropriated or
every single one.
What is it called? Appropriated by the government?
Expropriated.
Whatever. Taken back?
Ejido.
It's Ejido. It's because nothing titled can the government take back. So that's the short answer. Julie, if you guys want more information on that, let's have a chat. There's no sense in getting into it too deeply, because we just, as a foreigner, no. And as most Mexicans, it's still a risk.
Ejido is spelled EJIDO. If you see that anywhere, typically run. Now, there are ways that Ejido land can be
that's
regularized.
what she heard. So we are saying something that she's understanding. Terry McFarland, it is not really like reservation land in Canada, because you can never regularize reservation land for a non-Indian to own it, but here you can. It is a process. It can be expensive. It can be time-consuming, nail-biting, but it can be done eventually.
One thing
it's work, and you're welcome, Julie.
One thing people need to understand is this was the world's first socialist constitution. No God, no anything in this constitution. So in there, they put the ability for people to join together to get Ejido land.
We should do things on Saturday every day, because we have so many questions coming in. Yes to John, he's right. Yes to Linda, my mom is still here. She should be here probably at least until the end of February. She has got to go home. Well, she doesn't have to. She wants to go back home and buy a house. Just see who it is and see if it's important. Yeah, it is.
I'll be right back.
Helen, we will, when we go, we will do a little video, and we will give you guys directions as to where the house is, or not the house, sorry. I'm listening to two conversations because I can't do both apparently today. My brain is full. I told my Spanish teacher that this morning, between 2 days of conference and a ton of new information and learning. And then Spanish lessons this morning. So yeah, my brain's full. Helen, we will do a video of when we go to these little stores. I mean, it's not antiquing like you guys are expecting. There's one store, it's kind of more used, but one of them has a little more antiques. They're just fun shops to go to. I haven't been to them in a while. I know one for sure is still there. I don't know about the others, but it'll be fun to walk down the street and do it. So we will definitely tell you guys where they are and how to get there.
So we just had an accepted offer. Little sale, but anything is good right now.
Not that little.
No, but everything is good right now.
Yeah. So what type of antiques? That's the kind of the questions I'm answering for Terry right now. You know what, Terry? There is some furniture there. They have, so this one store I'm thinking of, it's 2 stories. It tends to have like old doors and maybe a few dishes. Lots of it is stuff that has been taken from an old house and resold. Wow, that's loud. So some of it is just very used. It's more like a used store, but some of the stuff is antiques. It's fun. They have some brass stuff. It's just little knickknacks and some furniture, some window frames, some doors, some lighting, the typical things that you would find in an antique store, but not all antiques.
So Jolene.
Salvage carved. Yeah, I would say it would be more salvage carved than true antiquing.
So Jolene, in answer to your question, you can't hire us as a guide. If you buy a house from us, we'll bring you. Because if you were to hire us, I'm serious, our hourly rate is about 150.
But you could buy me lunch. I'd be bribed for a day.
It's about 150 to $200 an hour. Like that's kind of craziness.
And then now Julie was also saying that Trudeau announced possible border closures. Yes, we've heard that.
Why is he your leader? Why is he your leader?
He can't legally keep Canadians out of the country, though. I mean, if you've got a Canadian passport, he cannot deny you entry. He can make it difficult, but he cannot deny you entry. That's against the Constitution.
Sue him.
Not letting Canadians back. Again, he can't do that. He can threaten it, and he can scare people into believing him. Nobody trusts him, but believing him. Flights are shutting down daily. Trying to get back with my mom. Sucking. Yes, it is. That's true. It is stupid what's going on with the border closures. And no, it's not like Goodwill. Not like Goodwill at all, Terry. I'm skipping away from the border closures because
they also sell new stuff that looks old. So you need to be a little careful.
Yeah, but not in these stores.
The antique place, he's got bells and stuff that are fairly new, like stuff that is built to look antique but isn't. So, but he does have, I mean, we're in a country here that's been inhabited for over 500 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of old stuff.
And I mean, my knowledge on this is very basic. So I know pretty much a couple of streets that have some fun shops on that are fun to look at. Some used, but higher end used. So.
Now, one thing I do have to point out, Christie's name. Because there's like 12 different ways to spell Christie. There might even be 15. I don't know. The H could be silent. Who knows? But it's Christ with an I-E. So Christie is 8 letters. Christie. That is how you spell her name. My name is John, John. I'm half the man she is. That just sounds wrong.
She is.
It just sounds wrong.
And Julie and Randy both agree that Trudeau's an idiot. And I know Jeff agrees if he was listening. He might have went for his nap.
Gosh. We chatted with some clients yesterday from British Columbia, and he's like, don't even get me started on him. Yeah. He was angry.
He was angry. So anyways, yes. You know what, you guys? We can't do anything about it. So getting angry doesn't help. And all it does is stress you out and make you angry like John. Don't do that. Don't be angry like John.
Don't be angry like me.
So anyways, these stores are fun. I have fun shopping in them. I usually pick up little cute odds and ends. A friend of mine, when we went, she had just bought a house. I met her as a client, first of all. She became a friend, and then she
abandoned you. She abandoned all her friends. That was very weird.
And so she was looking for stuff to decorate her house. Now, of course, she was an interior designer, so she had a much better eye. When we were doing it, we were not in this house even yet.
No. Heavens no. I need to go and
So anyways,
not partners like that.
Heavens no. Yeah. So it is it's just a fun type of shopping to do, something a little bit different than the normal stuff you get. It's old stuff, some of it.
These are the last bananas we have. No, we have other ones, but they're kind of odd. These are our last ones. They're going to turn yellow in 3 or 4 days.
You didn't put them in a bag, though.
No. If you put them in a bag, oh my gosh, this is cool. I got to tell you this.
Yeah.
If you put them in a bag with an apple, a plastic bag with an apple, in 3 days, they are bright yellow, really bright yellow. So they don't ripen on the tree.
Jim Armistead said he's waiting for he's half hoping for a positive test, so we can't leave. Just don't leave. What do you have to go back for?
I don't understand the
and
people
Wendy,
that
hello. And Terry, how tall are our ceilings? I think they're 12 feet.
No, they're 10 feet. They're 10.
Really? That's it?
Maybe 11 feet. I don't know. I'll get a tape measure.
They're high. We have really nice high ceilings. And I know I told a lot of you guys, one of the things that I'm wanting to do is back here.
Are you looking for
this
more
way?
to do?
I want to put a brass. not a brass, copper head fan. Ceiling fan. Not a ceiling fan. Extractor fan. That's what I want back there. So that's what we're hoping to find when we go up to Morelia. And does anybody else have any questions? John got distracted, so he had to go help. There's someone, we said, cleaning our yard and stuff. And so he had to go and tell him something else to do. He's very fast, this guy. And I think we told you he was gone for like 3 months, and now he's back, and we missed him. We missed him. Hi, Jennifer. How are you this morning? Guessing 10 feet. Julie, I don't know. I think it's higher than 10 feet because look how tall my fridge is. Okay, so here, this will give somebody an estimate. Okay, so my fridge is 6 feet tall, give or take. Yeah, about 6 feet tall. 7, 8, 9, oh, maybe 10, 11. Okay, so it might not be 12 feet, but at least that long. Tessa has doctor's appointments and chemo, but she will wait to see if she will extend our stay. Is there anything that you can do for that here? Like, can you get some of your testing and stuff done here, or are you just getting it all done in Canada to be consistent with what the procedure is? Copper range hood. Yes, thank you, Marie. And looks closer to 12 feet. Well, when John gets back, we will measure them. Julie, so hugs to you, hugs to your mom. Take care. Thanks, Linda. Julie says maybe 13, and then she changed it to 12. We will find out now. Look at this. You guys have to stick with me until we find out how high my ceilings are. Quick, John. Oh, he's not back yet. It could take a while. So you guys can listen to me. Someone better start asking me questions. Someone better. Jennifer, we still haven't had our lunch date. So office time at the office is short days. So if anybody needs anything, if they need things like photocopying, faxing, we have all that abilities at our office. Did you find a tape measure?
I did not, but
people want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I think I know.
Stand on my shoulder.
I think
Stand on my shoulder.
I'd break your back. I think I know.
So yeah, the guy is going to be, he's now cutting down all our moringa trees. So we have a bunch of shade trees, which I'm getting a cut under 6 feet. And that's all going to grow in thicker. And it's going to be beautiful when it's all done. So when you cut moringa, it just automatically starts shooting like crazy, which is good. I'm not going to be harvesting any of that moringa because we're going to have a ton of new stuff.
Okay, here we go, people.
Uh-oh. All right. All right, I'll go up here. Hang on. There we go.
It is just shy of 10.
All right, I was right. Just shy of 10. So,
yes.
Oh, perfect. I'm not going to let you whip you.
Thank you. Here I am. Peekaboo.
So our upstairs roof also, it's 3 meters, which is like 9.9 feet. So yeah, that is, it's a high house.
Okay, so Jim said that they did get some medical work done here and waiting to hear the U.S. doctor opinion.
We also have heard Salud Digna is still coming through.
Yeah. Well, he's talking testing for Tessa, right?
Okay.
For
those,
chemo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Christy Forget, can you send me your email? Yes, Jolene, I will absolutely send you my email.
It's easy. I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
It's Christie, CHRIST, @mexicolife.com.
CHRIST, really? That's what you just told people?
CHRISTIE @mexicolife.com.
Where did she put it? So just put it in here. Do we find that ceiling fans help with climate control while keeping cooling costs down? Yes, we do. If there's airflow, you're much cooler. Now, of course, we don't have to worry about keeping our costs down because we have solar. But there you have it. And it seems higher. I know the ceilings do seem higher, so maybe we're shorter.
There you go. Oh, actually, here we go.
There
Ta-da!
you go.
Look at that.
And then John's is JOHN. So
So what?
Standard cabinet height 8 feet. Was a cabinet designer for years. How I met Kent. Why I guessed 10. You're good, Julie. You are so good.
Yeah, but standard here doesn't mean anything.
No.
Our counters are very high for Mexico. And when we go to sell this house, we're going to have a sign that says you must be this tall, at least this tall, to buy this house, because it's kind of made for bigger people. Because
I'm standing, okay, so here, this is where the counter comes up to me, but I am also just shy of 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So they are high counters, but they work for us because we are so tall.
Yeah, we had to even raise our sink because our sink was down like 2 or 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I had to raise that
big kitchen sink. Yeah, because I couldn't figure out why my back was getting so sore when I was doing dishes. Poor me. My back hurts so much.
Cinderella.
John wouldn't know because he never freaking does dishes.
Yeah. I got her a dishwasher. I said, I'll get you a dishwasher, but I never am going to do dishes. I put stuff in there every once in a while.
And he does. Every once in a while he does. He's not as useless as he looks.
Oh,
I mean,
I am.
Higher ceiling heights get the hot air up and away from living area occupied. You are correct. So that's why when you have like Zach and Chuita, for instance, the house that they live in, they only have 8-foot ceilings. It gets warm in that little house, even with the fans.
Yeah, and there's a way to raise the roof using an architect and an engineer. But I think we would rather build another house or do something instead. Because when they have more kids, they're going to need more space. What are you thinking?
Someone in Spanish is asking me about a house for rent.
We don't do rentals.
Colima. No, we did not do rentals. So I'm going to pass this on to Shirley and have her please answer it. So you'll just have to excuse me for a second.
So I don't understand. John, when are you posting Bernie at one of your properties for sale?
We won't be.
What does that mean?
That Bernie meme that's going around everywhere.
Oh, I don't know.
I like your stove, by the way. I love my stove, Julie. It's blurry. Move over, John. I'm going to show you. So here is a 4-burner commercial size stove. So it's like huge burners. Like I'm talking most pots don't fit on it, right? The burners are big. And then underneath, of course, is a commercial size. Show them the difference of the 2 cookie sheets.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So this is what fits in a typical oven. This is what fits in our oven. Right there.
Actually, if you do this gives you it's half. Yeah. So there's that. And then beside that, we have a gas grill. Whoops, here. That's what this black part is a grill. This is a griddle. And then this is a deep fryer.
Yeah, which we've used maybe 3 or 4 times.
It's been a great campaign for people. I know, Jolene, a lot of people think it's very funny. I think it is already old.
The guy got a house to give up to Hillary last time around. It's fair trade, I guess.
Yeah.
For a socialist.
Michael Gall loved our Boosterius Art Walk video the other night. Thank you. We had fun doing it. It was
very disappointing, but yes.
There's so few art galleries and shops open at night. So can you put those little cupolas to vent while still meeting that building code about roof lines and heights? Yes, they're not included in your roof lines and your height restrictions. And we really don't necessarily have height restrictions here as far as like you could have 12-foot ceilings if you wanted. As far as I know, there's never been an issue on that.
Which is why we built 10-foot on the next level.
The brand on my stove is a Dragoo, right? Draigo, Dragoo.
Yeah, it's a very inexpensive Mexico-made line. It also does Fierro, same company.
Yeah,
and they just make 2 brands, and they're the identical stoves.
Yeah, because I don't use it as a commercial cook, I didn't feel I needed to double the price and buy the higher end version of this one. So we got what we wanted on this, but we bought it. And really, I didn't spend much more for this than I would have had to spend on a higher end regular house stove. So I felt that I got the best of both worlds.
There's at least 10 to 12 pilot lights on that stove. We've turned them all off except for one for the oven.
We only use the oven pilot light. And finally, it looks like it's been fixed officially. The guy that was here, I'll stop talking about your stove now. And Terry McFarland says she's jealous. Anytime y'all, I offer this to everybody. If anybody wants to come and practice cooking on my stove, I will supply the food and I'll clean up for you.
The plancha is my favorite because you can make breakfast for 20 people so fast. Like these commercial ovens, they're amazing in so many respects. Now, typically you would have bigger cookware, which we don't have. You know, we've got a big frying pan, like a cast iron frying pan. But in the oven, like Christie will cook a full tray of bacon, the big ones. And it's cool because in here, you don't put it on a tray. You can put the tray on top of one of those grill line things, or you can just put the pan right in the oven. And it'll take like 4 or 5 of those oven trays. So we have 4 because you never know if you're going to cook 4 full trays of cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, and she has silicone tray covers.
Cookie sheets.
Yeah, cookie sheets. So that way it doesn't stick. Nothing sticks to the pans.
Yeah, I really like the silicone. It helps a lot.
Silicone comes in handy for so many things.
Shut up, John.
It's true.
Anyways, so there you have it, you guys. So questions have slowed down, so I think we're done for today, but it was
Please
fun.
ask us questions. We've got time right now. Now is the time to ask your hard-hitting questions about how she doesn't kill me all the time or how I don't kill her all the time.
No one's going to ask that because nobody would even assume that you would do that.
Okay. Our truck is in the shop. It doesn't make any sound anymore. The seller of the truck, sadly, has passed away. Very sad. We've lost a few people this year already.
Yeah. This year?
Well,
in 2020.
Yeah, we know a few people in 2021.
What year is it?
Not of COVID.
Do you ever get afraid of certain places to go? No, just with who I'm going with.
Okay. We have been afraid one time in Mexico. Now, I have to start off the conversation with years ago when we were traveling. We had the green Suburban, tinted windows, and we go to Morelia, and we're driving through town.
And the Suburban, when at that time, it was fairly new. It was only 5 or 6 years old.
And people would kind of like, oh, you'd see them at the crosswalk, and they would be like to you, go ahead, go ahead. So I'm coming back, and I'm telling everybody, wow, these people are so nice. And they're like, John, they thought you were drug dealers.
They thought we were narcos, and they were giving us.
So now we go back to the place that I was scared, and it was in Mexico City. We were looking for something, and they told us where to go. And then Christy asked, well, is it safe for foreigners? She looks at us, and she's like, so we're wandering through town. I'm taking pictures. These 3 big dudes surround me, and they're like, stop taking photos in Spanish. And I'm like, but I'm a tourist. They said, stop taking photos now. And Christy's ahead of me. She turns around, and she's like,
bye.
Do I run and leave my husband? Because she looked amazing. She's in a long dress, and she looks like she's made in the city. I looked like a tourist, and I do all the time. But yeah, that was a very scary time. So I put my camera away, and we stopped filming. Now, we did go to that market that they said was scary, and we learned why, I think. But they have animals for sale, live animals, every animal you can imagine.
So, okay, so let's go back to this really quickly. Jennifer, yes, I will get in touch. We will do lunch. Randy, after 7:30, we'll probably start the fire 7:30-ish. And Marie, some of us know the secret to that: humor, choosing to laugh and love despite the intermittent annoyances. You are right, my dear. You are right.
Yes. And it does come in handy to have the last name Forget. Only because I think that for both of us, it works best just to forget everything. Because you don't have to forgive if you forget. So, yeah.
So this fire that we're having tonight, I told Zach that we were having it. And he's like, okay, well, we'll see. And I said, he said, oh, and I said, well, you can come after work because they have a Bible school class tonight. They're teaching it. And he says, well, if you're lucky, we'll come after work. And I'm like, I'm going to have your kids. I don't care if you come or not. I'm going to have the girls. So
yeah, I don't know how he comes over and we always seem to be having food.
We won't be eating at 8.
Yeah, but
when he's done.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're starving tonight, Zach. So,
but there'll be leftovers in the fridge. I can guarantee it.
Come on.
Okay, so that's it. We are done today, guys, because I have to pee.
I have to too, because I have had 3 of these, and I think, no, that's all I pretty much drank. But it's the yerba mate. I am telling you, if you want to feel good without being jittery from coffee, yerba mate. Yerba mate from Paraguay, Argentina, or Brazil. And I think you may want to start off with an Argentinian if you're new to it. It's a much gentler flow because apparently it's like tequila or anything good to drink. But the harsh stuff is from Paraguay. And I say harsh, but it would be like an añejo versus a white tequila.
And what is this stuff? This is Argentinian.
This is the Argentinian. They're just very gentle and subtle.
But it's very smoky. So, and like I said, that's what I don't like about mezcal is that it's got that flavor.
Okay,
spell it so we can Amazon it.
Yes, I'm going to do that also.
Yerbamata.
So it is yerba mate. M-A-T-E.
I thought it was mata, but I guess mata. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, there you go. So look that up. I am telling you, it will change your attitude, your life. It's very cool.
This is the one. So I bought this one for him at Chedraui. That's the only brand they had. So I picked it up and it came with a straw and a cute little cup made of wood because that's how they drink theirs.
Real quick, I'll show you this one, why it's cool. Where is the cup is here.
Yeah.
Where is
the straw? I think is in the draining rack in the cup holder.
All right. Oh yeah, there it is.
So anyways,
this is very cool.
This is one of the brands. This is the Argentinian one. This is the one that to me is a little on the smoky side. I do not like the taste of this one, but I don't like that flavor. That's just my preference. John has been really enjoying it.
I have been. This is wood right here. And the wood, or you're going to have it in a gourd. This is metal coating. It's actually got kind of weight to this. So what you do is you fill it up about halfway to 3/4. You put your hand over, shake it to get the powder off. You put it at an angle. This is typical. And then what you do is you turn it over, kind of leave that in there. Then you put this in and you put it so it goes like this. You put it underneath. Then you put some water in there, just a little bit. And then what you do is you put 80-degree water in, 75 to 80-degree water.
Not boiling. That's important.
And you can drink this. You can fill that up 15, 17 times in a day. And you want to keep some dryness at the top. You don't go so full that you get rid of that because people who drink mate traditionally, you make them angry. And then you just drink from this. This is so you don't suck
it is a very cultural drink in some places also.
Oh
so that's the other thing to remember. Google it. There's lots of videos on it. Now, Helen is saying, John, that she gets one with fruit in it. Huh? The one that they pick because she's wondering which one tastes best because in Canada, we always buy the yerba with guarana fruit.
Yeah, I don't buy it with any fruit or anything. I just have it straight yerba mate.
And I don't like it. I don't drink it at all. I drink coffee.
I've been reading the last couple of days or watching videos, etc., that there are people that put mint or some lime or something in the water that they're pouring in.
Oh, mint would be good in it. So that would add a little bit of freshness.
Gives it that sweetness, that freshness. I'm not really interested in it. I love the flavor of plain mate. So if you go online, there's a guy who's called the Mate Guy, I believe, and he's got a lot of information on mate.
And he'll tell you some of the different brands and stuff. And traditionally, like at Chedraui, we used to have a whole bunch of different ones. Now there's just that one.
Liverpool had a lot.
But Liverpool's food area got way smaller than it used to be.
It's so crazy. We have self-checkout at Walmart now.
Yeah, that is wild.
Very disappointing. But we will finish right now because I could go on all day.
But Google yerba. If you're interested in it, Google it. You can see what it does for you and what it can do for you. And we will see you all